Okay, so if you haven't been living under a rock these last few days, you've probably seen or heard that Will Smith punched Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. So I'm going to show you exactly what happened.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Now, if you don't know the backstory to this whole entire situation, what essentially happened is that Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair. If you don't know, Jada Pinkett Smith is Will Smith's wife, and she recently shaved her head because she came out and mentioned that she has alopecia, which is essentially a medical condition where you end up losing your hair. Now, ultimately, if you see in the footage, Jada Pinkett Smith did not take that joke lightly, and my assumption is that once Will Smith saw her reaction, he then reacted the way that he did. Now, the LAPD has come out and they've stated that they are not pursuing charges against Will Smith, primarily because Chris Rock has decided that he does not want to press charges. As a criminal lawyer, I think what's really important for people to understand is that if Will Smith was not the A-list celebrity that he was, he would have likely had criminal charges pursued against him, whether or not Chris Rock wanted those charges to move forward. Now, ultimately, Will Smith is definitely getting the benefit of his celebrity status, hence the reason why assault charges or assault and battery charges have not been pursued against him. However, if Chris Rock wanted to pursue civil charges for assault and battery, and he can claim and show that he has damages, then ultimately it is very likely that he would win in a civil suit against Will Smith. Now, I would also mention as a criminal lawyer that in most situations, even though the victim here in this situation is Chris Rock, even though the victim or the complainant to a crime does not want to pursue charges, does not mean that criminal charges won't actually be pursued against you. Typically, what happens is that the police will ask you, really as a courtesy, if you want to pursue charges. And they don't have to, but they can honor your wishes. However, if they still wanted to pursue charges against the person, they can. But in this situation, obviously nobody wants to get on the bad side of Will Smith, hence the reason why criminal charges just did not move forward. But I think what is really important to understand is that if a crime is committed and the police observe it, or the whole entire nation observes that crime, in most situations there are so many witnesses that can essentially come into court and testify against the person who committed the crime. If a prosecutor or if the police can move forward without you, they most likely, in most situations, will move forward if there is another witness to the same crime, even if that crime happened against you and you've already stated that you don't want to press charges. So I think what is really important for the rest of us, who are not celebrities, what's really important for us to understand is that in most situations, 99% of the time, those charges would have moved forward. So I'm actually curious to know what your thoughts are. Do you think that Will Smith was right or wrong in the way that he reacted, even though he was defending his wife? Do you think that he should have criminal charges pursued against him because of the way that he smacked Chris Rock? And, do you think that Chris Rock was wrong in the way that he, made fun of the medical condition that Jada Pinkett Smith had? If there's any other thing that I would impress upon you, it's really important to make sure that you watch the kind of legacy that you're leaving behind. Obviously, in this situation, Will Smith won an Oscar, but the headlines aren't today that, Will Smith won an Oscar. The headlines are Will Smith smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars. Oh, and by the way, he also won an Oscar. I think it's really important important to understand what the consequences of your actions are before you act. I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are. The debate has been, pretty much even on both sides, but let me know in the comments what you think about what happened and what transpired at the Oscars. And then feel free to message me either here or on my website, mydclaw.com, and I'm always happy to chat with you further. So as always, stay safe and take care.